What's going on here, gamers? Today we're jumping into a bit more Hogwarts Legacy, and I'm going to be going over the different wands that you can get in the game and just how important they are to you. So if you want to know all about wands, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back everyone. Today we're jumping into Hogwarts Legacy. We're going to be looking at wands and seeing exactly what they bring. Are they important? What can you do with them? And ultimately, what choices have you actually got when you're trying to buy one? Now, very early on in the game, you're going to be sent out on a quest in order to get yourself your very own personalised wand. You're going to make it to Hogsmeade and you're going to enter this store just here. Then you're going to be greeted by this fine fellow, Gerbold Ollivander. He's going to talk to you about wands, tell you exactly why they're so important, and as you saw from the opening intro, some of the wands he chooses don't tend to work in his favour. So instead of that, you're going to make yourself a personalised wand. Now this game is all about trying to fit things to your playstyle. It's a proper RPG, and in my opinion, a very good one at that. So in true fashion, they try to give you an abundance of choice, so that you can personalise this to your own character. You're going to be able to do this through having a different wood type, a different core type, different flexibility, and of course the wand length. Now currently I'm only about 15 hours through the game, but one thing I want to get out of the way, as far as I'm aware, I've not seen it anywhere saying anything different. I believe this is just cosmetic and it doesn't actually affect your stats and such, because no amount of alterations or changing this around seem to change anything on my player. But ultimately what they're trying to do is immerse you in that Hogwarts experience. In my opinion, they definitely do that. There's 8 different wand types to choose from, and each one of these will come with 3 distinct colours, meaning you can really chop and change to get the ideal wand for yourself. Whether you're after a dusty pink notch wand, or one of the darker looking ones, a soft spiral black, the choice is completely up to you. Like I said, there's a lot of variety in this game, with 8 different styles of wand to choose from and 3 different colour varieties for each. You're actually quite spoilt for choice. But moving across from here, we've got an even more ridiculous amount of features to muck around with, such as the wood type, length type and flexibility. There are in fact 38 different wood types to choose from, so you could definitely spend quite some time working out the ideal wand for you. Now remember, even though you won't be able to physically see this wood, if you're trying to immerse yourself in the lore of this franchise, then in fact the type of wood a wand is made from can have some significant impact on how a wizard's magic performs, with some being much more suitable to a certain owner's demeanour, such as cedar usually meaning strength of character and unusually loyal characteristics, whereas dogwood, much like its namesake, enjoys playfulness and entertaining owners, and insists on partners that prioritise excitement and fun. In fact, some wood types only tend to be used by the very most powerful wizards. Some standout ones being that of Elder, the rarest wood type, that is said to be so powerful it takes a remarkable wizard just to wield it, yew wands which hold a particularly dark and fearsome reverence, and aspen wands which are held in very high regards for dueling clubs. Like I said, don't worry too much, this is just a bit of fun to try and immerse yourself in the lore. You won't actually be able to physically see the results of this, so don't worry too much, but try to pick something that you think you'll enjoy your character wielding. Also, the length of the wand, no doubt this is going to get some comments. Starting off at 9.5 inches, it goes up 1/4 inch every single time, meaning you could put this up to a whopping 14.5 inches maxed out for anyone who wants to overcompensate and make it like they're holding a small baseball bat. Lastly, you'll be covering the flexibility. You'll be able to make it all the way from quite bendy to surprisingly swishy, or if you want it to be a little bit tougher, you can make it all the way up to solid or even unyielding. There are a massive amount of choices for the wand, and I dread to think how many variations there actually are available. Lastly, you'll be looking at your core, which will consist of Dragon Heartstring, which is widely considered the most powerful core. Even here it says it's known for producing really powerful magic, or you can go for Unicorn Hair, which is supposed to be very reliable and faithful to its owner. Also great for consistent magic. Remember, like I said, this shouldn't actually affect anything, but the ones you choose will be with you for the rest of the game, so make sure you create one that you truly enjoy using. This isn't going to affect your gameplay, it is just down to the RPG aspect. Lastly, with Phoenix Feather, this will be a cord that is extremely rare and hard to get hold of, but is also very strong and can produce a great range of magic. After all of this, I spent probably about half hour working out what I wanted. I ended up with a soft spiral black. The wood type was Elder. I went with Dragon Heartstring for a bit of power, swishy, and 11 inches. Last thing to do was to thank the guy that just gave it to me, and then, like any true apprentice, head outside and cast some magic on some unsuspecting bystanders. Ultimately, I'm happy with my choice. Let me know in the comments, what would you have all chosen? And if you are playing this game, how are you finding it at the moment? For myself, I think this is a lot better than I actually expected. Storytelling is amazing, the gameplay is great, and ultimately it's just a really fun adventure. But as always, for all things gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.